party. Uh, I don't like these names. Where's the troll?
It's the Yin Yang Twins up in here, and we're off.
Are we supposed to sing To the Windows, to the Wall?
To the window, to the wall, fire 3 in level 1.
And Fire 2.
So 5-3 sweat, jump down them, make them, and fade. We won't finish the rest of the singing because, well...
Well, that's a sad red mage right there.
Can't learn anything.
Well, he can learn Wall and A-Rub, at least. So, GreenCleric looking like...
Entroper, yes, this is game number 2 we just started. So if you'd like to get yourself in here.
This is game number 1 of this series, but is the second race of the night.
Everyone show Entroper some love and some hype. It is due to that man that we have this randomizer.
Yes, he is the reason for all our heartache and nightmares, as we get Ice 2 spiders and Death Touch imps and all that fun stuff.
Well, the reason for my heartache and nightmares are many, many of years of being rejected by women growing up, and then along with thinking of spiders with laser beams on their head. But we won't get to that.
So why don't we go over what the viewers are going to see here, since we've been slacking.
So viewers, thank you so much for turning in. This is what's called Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer. That means you can open up any chest in this game, and you can find anything from 10 gold all the way to the Masamune. Also, what is going to be changed, the spells that you see in each one of the spell stores. Now, we will keep the permissions for the levels, so as you saw in Cornelia, you'll have level 1, and we'll keep going from there. What also has changed is the ability to buy weapons and armor. That means that at any point in time, you can find any purchasable weapon or armor at any weapon or armor shop, as well as items, except you are guaranteed to make sure that you have a soft spell or soft potion and a pure potion in the first one, in case someone you encounter has poison touch or stone touch. The floater!
What? Who made this? Czar?
The dream is real!
Czar, the crown better be somewhere hyper trolly.
And not to be messed with, the opal bracelet's a huge pickup to sell, because they're not going to keep it. Because remember how we were saying that the armor is found in any at any armor shop. If they find a pro ring, those are better than the opal bracelets. Also, RNG is shuffled, so no more of the Joey Gentleman strats.
Hey. Those are opal gauntlets, sir, not opal bracelets.
Sorry, gauntlets. Gauntlets, bracelets, they all wear on the same arm.
I was like, why would you sell that? It's the best thing for your... What? Wait, hold on.
Come on, this isn't your first time commentating with me. You know I mess about 15 things up a time.
Well, I will make sure, sir, to point every single one of them out. Because I'm just a good guy like that.
Artea! 8 absorb versus 34 absorb, all the same, exactly. That's just math.
Exactly. When you are against Kraken 2 and she hits you 8 times for 1,000, 34 absorb doesn't make much of a difference.
Hey, someone finally gets to where my name comes from. Yes, it is from the Steve Miller Band song.
Okay, we all know that Joker's like 60 now. So we check in the armor shop. Silver armor, nice little pickup.
We've run the numbers. Joker math is good.
And
Joey, I've been broken. Can you take over what the round 2 flags are?
We're crossing the Bridge of Destiny. The Bridge of Nasir.
You lie, sir. That is not the Bridge of Destiny. We did not name that the Bridge of Destiny. Good day.
We're done. Drop the mics. Cast this over. GreenCleric's going to go up to the Toys Cave, check out these 3 chests, and get trolled by the broom. Find the Fountain, Giant Sword, and Pure Potion. So wherever Joker left off, so the RNG tables, you're going to see enemy skills and spells and status attacks swapped around. GreenCleric trolling me, checking that chest again. So all enemies that had skills and spells in vanilla will have potentially different skills and spells in this round of the tournament. So the first enemy that can have something super trolly is the Odd Eye in the Ocean, and then you don't really see anything until the Volcano. We also have Castle Ordeals is shuffled, so the pillars, you can't just go down, 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 down. You have to actually think, which is kind of frustrating. Prices are high, 65, 535 is the max you can go. Enemy stats are 88 to 140%.
Sorry to interrupt. Prices are between 42 and 240. Enemy stats are between 71 and 140. And then golden XP is still 5 times and 500%.
See, why'd you have to break yourself? You could have just kept talking and then not made me look like a fool.
I'm sorry. I technically did not break myself. Artea broke myself. And Troper is actually going to be putting a hopeful War Mech encounter on that now mini Bridge of Destiny, you would call it. We got Cure 4 hype in the level 2 White Magic shop.
That's a happy red mage. The
3 and fast.
3 what?
Sorry, Ice 3 and fast. Sorry, Joe. I keep interrupting you when I get hyped all about this. Someone put a little bit extra sugar in my pancakes today.
What? So anyway, the gold bracelet and the pro ring are in Provoca, which sucks because nobody ever wants to go into that down again. It is almost as bad as Melmont. We're going to see Tristal go up and be sad that there's nothing valuable in these chests. And then probably go to the Dwarf Cave to check those 2 chests and see if he has to go to Nightmare Land, aka the Marsh Cave.
We get our first Roo sightings.
Get your Roo sound in chat. Tristal resets. And let's see, does he go to the Dwarf Cave? Looks like he is. For the very bargain bottom price of 89k, you can have yourself a pro ring and a gold bracelet. And the Dwarf Cave only has 10k gold. Boo. That's right. Get your Roo-Roo-Roos out in chat.
Looks like we've also managed to break chat at this point, Joey.
Listen, we're that good, dude. We are just that good.
So what do you, some more Roo counters. So what do you think, Joey? Are you Team Tyro Stake, or do you like to save the Tyros?
There will be no Tyro saving on my stream, sir. I am feeding my viewership because I love them. I love you guys. So go ahead, give our runners a follow. Red Joey is about to die. Need wine badly. What? I'm confuzzled.
It's okay. You'll be okay, Joey.
Yeah, Tyro Stakes, baby. Kill them all. They are good experience. And here I thought Drumbordus was just telling me to become an alcoholic.
So now that we've basically hit all of the basic...
Oh, hold your phone. Red mages cannot learn life too. Tristal is in a world of hurt right now.
That's gonna be a big game changer. Mistakes were made, Cotton. Mistakes were made.
GreenCleric is going to be like ultra happy. And Tristal is sad panda right now.
Does have a little bit of a look of concern on him, on his face when you're looking at the his stream.
That is too much handsome. I cannot handle all of that. I'm focused on the race.
So what's your thought of the party makeup? We see on Tristal's side the fighter in the black belt with 2 hats. Versus a fighter, a black belt, and a hood and a hat.
I don't know. I wouldn't have a black mage because they're squishy. But you always gotta have a hood because this is the kind of stuff that happens. You get life 2 in a slot you can't learn, and then if life is level 6 or some baloney and you don't find the tail, you're really, really sad.
No, definitely. We got Nuke 3 as a level 3. Nuke as a level 3 spell.
I was gonna say, how much does Nuke 3 do? Is that like 600 to 1400?
That's the super secret code that you only have to be me to get. Never quite successfully pulled it off at any point.
Excuse me, sir. Do you need that kind of handicap?
Yes. Yes, I can. Because, well, we all saw in my races, I visited the romper room last time. We got Tristal going into the marsh cave to visit and basically see that he might come up with nothing.
What is the romper room?
Where you get the rod, seeing the old guy, the room up in the right-hand corner with all those random bottles right there. Just stopped on in, took a look. We don't know what's in those bottles.
That's not got the romper room.
Rumpus room. Oh well.
I'm dead.
Rompers are what you wear. I just remembered that. And we got the Bane sword. Zardia, not only have I broken Joey, my brain isn't here.
I'm not even drinking. This is too good.
And I'm sober.
It's like, what is the romper room? What the heck is he talking about?
Well, I got nothing to say. I'm just gonna sit here quietly, Joey. You can take over.
But that makes sense now. The thief has a brown romper on, not a onesie.
Oh, GreenCleric missing the safe squares when he walks into that room. Oh, TNT! Do you think we're going to see a full clear of the rest of this marsh cave?
Well, absolutely. What if the the slab and the crown are the next two chests.
Well, that would just be hilarious. And then with the floater, the slab, the crown, they're in go mode at that point.
GreenCleric and the shadows, the ambush, the gods of this game and vanilla.
Oh, Tristal getting lucky with two two wizards.
You know, I like when enemy scripts are shuffled because then the wizard.
Oh!
What? Who? Sardia, did you make this?
Whoa! And we got the black shirt, so they'll be able to multi-target Ice 2 on everyone. The Forced Fighter, early Masamune. Oh, man.
Attention Zardia, you are no longer allowed to make seeds. This is too free. Over.
Great googly moogly. We got a lot of early stuff.
So if you're one of the runners, as Tristal does not take advantage of that free square, I'm very sad. So how do you feel right now? If you're racing, if you're not providing excellent color commentary with me, how do you feel if you're these racers and you've got this plethora of great items and equipment and quest items this soon?
I'm feeling like it's high noon on a nice warm beach someplace, and I'm about to have a lot of fun. I'm feeling great. Thinking that I will not be power leveling anyone, especially with the fighter early the Masamune. Just keep going and never stop. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I'm destined to get trolled and the crown is somewhere stupid. Like, it can't, you know, why can't one time I just go to the volcano and everything's there and I can just go? But no, that doesn't happen.
Well, you can do that, and then you forget to bring heal potions, and then you get bodied.
That was the Bridge of Destiny, and Warmeg killed me. Thank you.
Destiny. Only one of us can mess up words tonight, and that's me.
You are from New Hampshire, so...
Get it right, I'm from Boston. But really, I am from Boston. I live in New Hampshire, sadly. So now where are you going? You're going to go give the dwarfs the TNT, the stick of dynamite. And do you go to volcano? Do you go to ice? What's your path, Joey?
Well, in these round 2 flags, we don't have any incentivized chests, so I'm definitely going to the volcano first. I'm gonna go up here to the dwarf cave and kill this guy and make him blow himself up and blow up the canal at the same time, because why not? It's fun. Dead dwarfs are best dwarfs, right?
You know, this is supposed to be PG. We're not supposed to talk about death and dismemberment.
I didn't get that memo.
You know, those trolls, those dwarfs have a family.
But they're like, it's like there's a gigantic set of 12 identical children. They all look the same.
Who else do you expect to steal socks and underwear from the washer and dryer? If the dwarfs can't do it, then who else will?
My
Dwarfs' life matter. Hashtag Dwarf Lives Matter, guys. Come on, make a trend. Make a trend on Twitter.
So Kyan's going to the volcano and then going to Cardia, which I don't know where that is.
We already got chat throwing out some more stuff saying, Thunder Agamas, you, sir, are a jerkbird. That's just mean.
So tell the chat, what is your worst Agama grind story?
Well, considering I really don't like grinding too much, I would just say it kind of happened last night. It wasn't for the Agamas, it was post-Agama. Was running, doing well, slowly killed off every one of my party members, got my black belt up to, I think, level 27. I had a fighter who had an ice sword as well, who was about 22. Left, able to fully heal, only had a couple heal potions left. Silly me, I go down to fight the red dragon, see what's in there. Crickets, nothing. So what do I do next? I decide, hey, I'm going to try to just keep on going or run out because I ran out of heal potions. Died, wiped, wasn't able to save, no save for the last 30 plus minutes, lost all the progress. I .ff. How about you?
So I think we're doing round 3, round 4, something. I decided I was going to solo black belt. I got to like 25, 26, and I hadn't really seen what the Agamas had done yet. They had like X as their first skill. I never saw past that. Well, they had stun touch, and I got stun touched. He did X-fer to me, then he did hold, then he did crack, and I died. And I was so upset.
Yeah, that's not a fun time.
But that's not even... The one time I grinded to 40, and then I went down to kill the red dragon, and I got the Wiz Ogres had death touch. I was salty. So I'm guessing we're going to see Tristal go and check all of the free chests throughout the world right now. GreenCleric a little bit behind, but not too far.
Yeah, I can't blame him for checking the free chests. You never know what will be there. Makes it a lot easier as well in case he goes into go mode. But let's hope for some good stuff. He was able to pick up Warp as well, I believe.
MLG landing. And our poor Titan is going to get no love. Odd Eyes have Frost. Yes!
Yeah, that's not going to make for fun times. Luckily, they're not going to be on the sea too much.
Yep, they're basically just going to... I wonder, do you think they'll get the canoe? They have the floater already.
Well, they need the canoe to get the airship.
Oh, yeah. You're a smart man, Joker.
Those two things have not been said in the same sentence for a long time.
You're an A?
Smart man. Calling me a smart man. I've been called an ass many of times.
Excuse me, sir. This is a rated G stream.
My apologies to the little infant children out there. So we got Tristal checking the free chest on the Zardi Islands.
But first he has to kill the green kitty and the yellow manly kitty.
Well, we're all 5 years old at heart, Max. So we really love this game a lot. That 5-year-old in us is getting all giddy, all loaded up on the sugary green ecto coolers. Sitting down. First time we put the game to the NES didn't work right, so we take it out, we blow it, try to make it work, fidget around, maybe hit the NES once or twice, and then we're able to get it working. Brings back the good old days of slap bracelets and parachute pants.
And Tristal, yeah, just gonna find the coral sword and a lot of money and a lot more money. Yeah, the dragon's gonna block him.
I'm very disappointed that no one else talks to these NPCs. They have lives too. They're nice. They say really helpful and cool things.
See, Joker, I think they're trying to win. And if you talk to the NPCs, it's not a winning strategy. Because we're going to see Tristal go back to the second worst town in the game. Probably pick up some pro rings.
Bottle.
Yeah, the bottle. I knew that.
But I think the pro rings are here too. Yes, they are. Picking up 2 of them.
GreenCleric not going to go into the romper room, recently renamed.
We already have the, thank you very much, Drumbordus. We appreciate that. Yes, if Mayot comes in here with us, we would have we'd have a lot of energy.
You guys wouldn't be able to handle us. I mean, you can barely handle us now. We can barely handle each other.
Joey, I will honestly say on this stream, it's happy to have you back. Happy to know that you're safe and sound, that the fam is good. So, good hearing that, good seeing that, good to have you back in the booth with me.
You guys are just happy I'm back so I can take the last place spot in all of our races again. Let's be serious now.
No, I was still been there. This is a big thing right coming through. The fires are relatively easy to down. Do you think we're going to see some grinding on potentially some fires?
Nah. Everybody likes the Agamas.
Well, you never know, because if they swap out heat for something else, say nuclear, it could be a bad time.
Sir, I don't believe they can get nuclear, but they could get nuke.
Slab!
Yes! Alright, where's the crown, baby? Zardia, did you put the crown in here too? Just by chance? And the Wiz Ogre doesn't do anything fun.
It's not like a couple races ago. I believe it was Maya. Was it Coper who was racing it that had the Wiz Ogres trolling?
I think everything had something terrible that race.
We already got a crown 3rd floor sky cave.
Yes, the Wiz Ogres had poison. The Perilisks had like lit 2. And those were like the 2 common encounters in the dungeon.
That's just not fun at all. So, Joey, where do you think the crown is going to be hidden?
Hold the phone. We have a ribbon. I'm hoping that it's on the top. What is it? The third floor of the floating fortress. On that middle room, the top left chest.
That's very specific. I'm going to say it's going to troll them in the Earth Cave. Because it looks like these races are going to go from here to Sea Shrine to floating and then Earth. I know, no mermaids today. My girlfriends aren't going to be there. They will have something nice, though. They'll have the tail. The mermaids will always have tail.
I've got jokes tonight.
Honestly, I would do some grinding. If I was going to do grinding in this seed, I would be grinding on these fires. Because it doesn't look like they're going to cause too much damage. They give good experience. I mean, not possibly as much as the Agma, but you don't know. You know what you have. You have a known commodity right here with the fires.
This is certainly much safer. It's drastically less experience, but it's safer. You're not going to have anything super scary, thankfully.
He's got a pretty loaded up red mage at this point. Taking the interesting back way through. He's probably going to warp out of here. We might see the warp, or he's going to walk on down and say, forget it.
GreenCleric picking up some houses and the bottle. No, he's not picking up the bottle. I lied. He's making me look a fool. Tristal taking the EXPs.
He picked up the bottle previously.
You know, it's a good thing you're here, sir, because I'm not good at this.
Shy Lisa, it's time for a whiskey. Tell you what, make me one. I'll appreciate it. I'll be in your neck of the woods next week. So we have some mermaids holding the crown to pay tribute to King Neptune. So Neptune stole the crown. Yes, I know, you're on the left side, the left coast of the country. I'll be on the east coast. I will raise a beer to you, my German friend. We'll be there in spirit, though.
We haven't seen anything fun here.
I know, we got everyone hyped. They've given us so many compliments, and now we're just falling flat on our face.
I mean, the fires are boring, the Wiz Ogres. Come on, Wiz Ogres, do something. They just punch you, like...
Oh, we have our first Agma encounter. What do you think they're going to hold for us?
Well, at this pace, nothing. I mean, they're dead already.
Less than 265.
If the crown is in Final Fantasy II, then we must need to be poisoned, right? To get it?
No, the crown is blocked by having to kill 3 things. And that would be in this specific order, and don't tell the runners this, guys. They have to first kill a Tyro.
Thunder!
You have to kill Warmac.
Yes! Get him! Get him! Yes! I love this game!
What did I just miss?
The Wiz Ogres have thunder.
Whoa!
And GreenCleric said, bye! I'm out. GreenCleric has come back. He's going in for round 2. That was the Wiz Ogres not letting us down. So,
very interesting strategy, putting the Mass Moon on the black belt.
So early, it's more beneficial. Ooh, Tristal has found a second ribbon here in the volcano. And something has Stone Touch. Either giants or iguanas.
Tristal having an easier path through the volcano, while GreenCleric is just getting, we'll call it, bodied or trolled.
Yep, this is looking like the Jay Cooper versus whoever he raced. Maya? I don't remember.
The most recent one, I don't believe it was Maya, but yes, it's looking like the one where you and Maya were casting.
Yeah. I knew Maya was in the equation some way.
It was Maya's revenge on Cooper. We'll just call it that seed was Maya's revenge.
I'm curious. So GreenCleric is what? I wonder what he's looking for here. And we are going to see Tristal. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is dangerous because Tristal has no idea what this dungeon holds for him. We know at least the Thunder Wiz Ogres exist, but we don't know what the Argoyles have, and we don't know what the Perilous have yet. Nor do we know what the Red Hydras have. So Tristal could be, and Tristal doesn't know that the giant iguana fight has Stone Touch. So this is huge. I love this. This is why I love the randomizer, for this kind of stuff right here. Yes, Max plus Pi Snorting applies the dark status effect, which does absolutely nothing. It's beautiful. GreenCleric picking up a Pro Cape. And I did not realize that he didn't save after he wiped. Or after he collected all the treasure in here.
Yep, he had to go back in and get everything, and it's looking like Tristal is being too efficient when he's killing these Agamas, not allowing the Black Mage, Red Mage, and Fighter to die.
So I'm not a big fan of the black belts, but in this scenario here, you've fought like, I don't know, 8 Agamas without anything dying. Do you just like switch your grind strategy, or do you keep trying to kill everybody off?
I would keep grinding. I would not be mad if the Red Mage, the Fighter kept around. He's wearing all red, so my brain stopped working.
Now we have a lone black belt. As Tristal yet knows the horrors that await him in this dungeon. So
luckily he has enough. He has a bunch of heal potions, which will be nice.
Yeah, and he has the ribbon. Now, the ribbon, I don't believe, will protect against the Stone Touch status application that the Giants or Iguanas have. So, could see Salty Tristal.
What level do you think they're going to grind to? That Tristal is going to grind to?
30, 32, probably.
So we're not going to see a 40 grind. And we got GreenCleric finding the slab.
Titan saying 40 and Troper saying 35. Dark Edge Twitch. What is your question? Ribbon not supposed to. What? Yeah, one of these, the Giants. We haven't. I haven't been paying attention. The Giants or the Iguanas have Stone Touch. The ribbon does not. The ribbon doesn't protect against the Stone Touch or the Death Touch.
This is very dangerous for Tristal right now. Because, as Joe was saying earlier, he has not realized what's on the other side of everything. And it's going to make for a fun time.
It'll protect you against like Rub, XXX, the Glare, Glance, and all of that stuff, because those have elements applied to them, where the Stone Touch and the Death Touch are physical attacks, so there's no resistances to them. Yeah, GreenCleric has a lot more knowledge than Tristal does. Tristal, this is the risk of this strategy. Every time I try this, something always happens and I always get angry, and then I never want to win black belt again.
Yes, too many times have I been trolled by the solo level black belt, and I agree. It can be your best friend where if you're playing against me, but your worst enemy if I try to do it myself.
Bubble Wraps, the music in this game is fantastic. Although you only get to hear the first 6 minutes for half of the game.
So, as we're about 42 minutes in, I want to say again, thank you very much to Randomizer Mania for hosting this, as well as if you are interested in joining the community, please jump onto our Discord. We have an extremely active Discord. Everyone's very much warm and welcoming and always there and happy to help everyone out, as well as to give our runners, Tristal and GreenCleric, a follow. We got Tristal pulling off the leveling in the grind, as we have GreenCleric about to jump into the grind. As well as if you want to have a little bit of fun, please follow Gentleman Joey and Shylesia, as they are too active in running. If you like to, you can definitely give me a follow. I play a little bit more sparingly. And Tristal is finding out what GreenCleric found out earlier. That those Wiz Ogres are not nice. They said, "You, sir, forgot to bring dessert to dinner."
Yes, but unfortunately he has a ribbon, so Thunder not going to really do too much. What would have been great is if the Bulls had Death Touch. Because I don't think that was the first time we've seen the Bulls on either side, and Death Touch would have we probably would have both broke.
In future sight, yes, he stops grinding because, they are in the volcano, and this is the remix to Ignition. Hopping fresh out your kitchen.
I'm just going to leave that one alone, folks. You guys let that one simmer for a hot minute.
And now I have that song in my head. So, Joey, tell us a little bit about Carrie, what she looks like, why she's doing, and what is happening.
Well, I can't do that, my friend, because she's not there anymore. She died really fast.
Crystal popping in the stretch navigator. Drumboard is rocking the raps with me.
So Tristal holding a solid, depending on how long GreenCleric decides to grind, probably 3 or 4 minute lead. I don't believe GreenCleric has checked all of the free chests yet, though.
Carrie had to carry on our wayward son. I broke myself again.
Zardia, you do not want me to start singing old school rap. Because A, it is the best rap. B, this stuff you call rap nowadays is absolute garbage. Tupac is rolling around in his grave like, what happened? And C, rock and roll.
Bye, Antroper. Please make sure that you put some random war mechs on a random tile. That would be fantastic.
And Troper, all we want is to have the enemy scaling separate so that we can have 100% to 500% and make this thing absolutely trolly. As we see, Tristal is going to the waterfall to get the 6 chests, the cube. I imagine, although I can't be for sure because I have not seen Tristal get the slab translated by Dr. Un, the knower of a 2,000-year-old language. How he knows it, we don't know. Maybe Dr. Un is 2,001 years old.
But I thought he only had 100 years to live.
Maybe he drank in the river at the Toga Party Land, and that is the Fountain of Youth.
We got GreenCleric not doing the grind.
Oh, opting to go with the full party grind. It's 19, and is going to dip. Dr. Un as the Fountain of Youth, confirmed by Kaito. So as a runner yourself, we're 48 minutes into this race. We've only seen one really horrible thing. Are you sweating bullets yet, or are you still kind of like, all right, let's see what's going on here?
No, I find it a victory to get to the 48-minute mark. And we can use rudder in quotations. And we did not see out of bounds bat yet. Hopefully Tristal will show us the out of bounds bat. I would suspect that there are some heavy hitters coming later in the run, but who truly knows? What are you thinking at this point?
I'm probably going to need to change my pants because we've not seen anything fun yet, which means stuff later in the game is going to not be as fun. We have the Ruby. Will Tristal feed the Ruby?
Chat, what do you think? Think they got to run back and give him the Ruby? And we have the Sun Sword. That's a huge pickup.
And the cube. We found the cube, boys. Tristal disqualified, not showing us out of bounds bat, the 4th best bat in the game.
You lie, sir. He is the best bat.
He can't be better than the bats that we never see.
He can because he says hi. Out of bounds bat is my homie. Paul went out for him.
Tristal going south. We're going to go see Dr. Oon, everybody's favorite doctor of youth. Going to the White Magic Shop. Going to pick up Cure 3 and Heal 2 and learn that...
Neither one of them.
Sir, you can't get those. We're gonna need you to have a more dapper cape.
Sir, we're sorry. You have not reached the appropriate level. You are not this tall to ride the ride.
Number 4 was the best Doctor Who. Who's number 4? Is that the Harry Potter guy?
What's Doctor Who?
What?
Shots fired.
You don't know who Doctor Who is?
I know what it is. I've, fun fact, never seen an episode. What was that, Mumbles?
You are a deprived child.
No. I just have never... I don't know. One of those shows I never get into, Joey. Don't understand it. That, and you ready for this, chat? I'm going to watch chat just go in flames. I have never seen, nor do I want to see, any of the... what's that show with the dragons and...
50 Shades of Grey.
The White Walker people.
What? I have no idea.
That show on HBO that everyone loves and talks about.
The Walking Dead?
Not The Walking Dead. Game of Thrones. There we go. Game of Thrones. Never seen Game of Thrones. See, as you can tell, I'm not a Game of Thrones fan either. Someone wants to send a raging tyro to me.
I've never seen Game of Thrones either. I want to, but we don't have HBO, so...
I'll be honest, I don't think you're missing much. People on work every Monday seem either really happy about it or really sad about it.
I don't know. The new Doctor's a girl. I don't know how I feel about that.
Hey, Dr. Girl, we can play a little Dr. Patient. You catch my drift?
Shy, we don't have HBO because we're too poor for it. I don't know who the 4th Doctor is. Like, I don't know if people realize Doctor Who is like 70 years old. Tristal is going.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Have fun.
So I think it was the iguanas that had the stone touch. As you got 4 giant punches and nothing happened.
Uh-oh. I think Sar just sent me something.
And we're going to see Tristal go to the Sky Cave first. And we are still looking for the crown. My prediction was the crown is here in the Sky Cave. Chat, where's the crystal? No, Tristal is not the MVP. He needs to feed us, chat. We are hungry. I would be okay with Ordeal's Crown. That would be fun. So Tristal finds nothing of value in the first floor. This GreenCleric is going through, getting the cube and checking these 6 chests. Finds the Saber, the Warble, 10,450 gold. The third ribbon! Woo! This is free. Zard, you cannot create... This is too free, bro. This is... easy mode.
It's going to make for a fun time. At least they're going to be a little bit more protected. But let's see if the crown is in the floating castle.
It is. It is.
You think it is? You don't think it's going to troll when being the Earth Cave?
No, I told you. It's in that... I told you where it was earlier.
It's just going to be nice. We're going to see a little bit of a divergence between where Tristal and GreenCleric go. It looks like GreenCleric is going to be going down to the Sea Shrine.
I don't think it was the seeds, Zardia. I think it was RPG check. Silverfire saying the crown is on the 2nd floor. And GreenCleric is going to go crack inside first. Musical thinks the mermaids have the crown.
I would not be surprised if the mermaids have the crown. That way they're hiding the one of the more important things. It's always fun to go see them, visit the tails. They could also have the tail.
Are you going to try to play Dr. Patient with the mermaids in your next run?
Sorry, I have a real-life doctor. The eye looked like it was an easy thing, so we have not seen the ice cave. Joey, what do you think about the possibility of the crown being locked in the ice cave? Did I break you again? Germbordist, we agree on many of things. I believe it was Shy Lisa who actually one time had the table flip on one of his races.
Oh, that was Miat.
Miat, okay.
He did it again yesterday. It was awesome.
GreenCleric missing out on some more of the safe squares.
You know, sometimes people just don't know. So, not on the 2nd floor. Now here's my call. It's in that top left chest.
Ah! You're wrong.
Yeah. Well, I only had like a 1 in 400 chance of being right, but I wonder if Tristal has run out of warp charges. Let's see if Tristal will give us a view of the world.
He can show us the world, shining, shimmering splendor. He'll take us on a magic carpet ride.
All right, no crown in the Sky Cave.
Nope, we still have this level of chest to check out.
No, he's trolling me, checking the right side already.
Come on, chat. You tuned in for some Final Fantasy Randomizer, and you're getting horrible Disney songs being sung to you. Well, good Disney songs sung off key. All I'm saying, if I had a band, I'd want there to be more cowbell.
Now I want ice cream. So we have no slap yet. We have no crown, I mean. And Tristal making his way now to the Bridge of Destiny.
What do you think we're going to see on the Bridge of Destiny? Can we get some Warmech hype in here?
Yes, everybody get your prayers out to Zarg and your Warmech lovers. We need some robot chickens in the chat.
And here we go, Joey.
Warmech, 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 Warmech.
I don't know about you, but whenever I see an encounter on this floor on the Bridge of Destiny, I kind of have a little bit of a heart attack.
Everybody get your Warmechs out in chat. I had, so, this is a good one. So I was telling you earlier about my dance with the Warmech today, right?
No, you did not tell me about your dance with the Warmech today.
So we were racing, and I got here, and I found Warmech. So I was like, all right, you know, I'm going to validate the run.
Tiamat down, by the way. Make quick work of him.
Where'd he go? You just blink and he's gone.
He no mo.
So I fight the Warmech. The Warmech kills everybody in my party except for my black belt. I have 6 heal potions and a dream to kill Tiamat, right? So the next encounter I get is 3 airs. And I died. Somebody in my chat goes, did you just die to air? I was like, yes, I did. He goes, they blew you like an NES cartridge.
But you still weren't working afterwards.
I was down for the count.
Maybe this should just hit you hard.
As we see GreenCleric giving us our first view of Kraken with his bib.
Yeah, what is that? Is it a bib? Is it like a V? It's like a reverse V-neck.
Me and Maya were trying to figure out what it was, because, yeah. Sardia. I think it's a bib. Like, it's one of those, so you watch those, like, old movies, like those old sci-fi movies, and there's always that, like, mad scientist that has that, like, weird triangular spiky thing like he has.
So my question is, did GreenCleric go and visit the mermaids, or did he just bypass them?
It's very possible that we just missed that part.
Chat, you can help us out here. I don't believe he checked them. Did he?
I don't think he did. In all honesty, he went left to start, and I did not see him go right at all. As Tristal getting the unrunnable ghost encounters. This cast is so good, Joker. I just want to go make more pizza and pray that it lasts another hour.
That would be very interesting if it lasts another hour. The way it's looking is this crown is going to troll us, because if it is in fact with the mermaids, Tristan will probably get it after he goes through and clears the rest of this of the air shrine, of the sea shrine. Sorry, but that's going to put GreenCleric to one of the last places he's going to go back and check. This is the race that never ends. And you're all welcome. You have that song going on in your head. Joey, so what future rounds are you looking forward to? What flags are you looking forward to?
Well, sir, anything after round 3 is when we're going to see, and the viewers especially are going to see, the absolute maximized trollosity that is the randomizer. Like, when you fire up a game and you're like, all right, let's go, baby. And you hit those round 3 flags. I got shuffled scripts, shuffled spells, shuffled status touches, and you get that first 5-imp, first gen strike encounter. You kill him with your nuke level 1, and then you go to fight that second encounter, and they laugh at you because they have Blaze, and then you're like, well, poop. That's when I'm excited for that. I just want to see the imps with craziness, the spiders with craziness, the ghouls and geists and geests, and as we have
geese in this thing.
Yeah. Oh shoot! The frost wolves have toxic, and it's apparently it's the stone version of it.
Yeah, that's not going to be a fun time. You're gonna have a bad time, Joey. A bad time.
As Miat, the king of the Roos, is here. Welcome, good sir.
So, chat, where do you think the crown is hiding on our runners tonight?
As the commentators don't know because we both guessed and we're wrong. So, we need
No,
your
I'm
help.
not wrong yet. Not wrong yet.
We
I
can
said the mermaids.
we can
Oh
confirm.
no, I said
it's-
Earth Cave. Earth Cave.
We can confirm it is not in the Mirage Towers. Tristal has checked all of the chests there. So we have 1 for ordeals. Miat has no sound. Zardia making me relive the nightmare that was the 4-person showcase race. in which I totally embarrassed myself, took an extra hour and a half to get to the Temple of Fiends Revisited, and made it to Chaos first.
I mean, it was a fun time watching that, especially as being the first one that I casted or now commentated on, and you did a very good job catching back up.
Well, when you have 255 evade Kraken and Tiamat, it doesn't take much, buddy.
You're still salty, I see. And I don't blame you.
I had 255 evade Blue Dragons the other day. That was interesting. No, it was max evade Kraken 2 and Tiamat 2.
Chaos was a relative cakewalk at that point after you faced those two back-to-back, if you could survive them. So we have Tristal getting into the Kraken. And again, I still don't know what that thing is on their neck. I think it's a reverse V-neck. Everyone wonders what happens to those V-neck shirts when you buy them, the other part of them, like a low-cut V-neck. That's what Kraken's wearing. So you can call it a bib, I call it the reverse V-neck. It looks like Crystal's going back to visit my girlfriends, the mermaids.
The vampires have thunder.
Talk about a trollish seed at this point. We don't know where the crown is. Wiz ogres are not fun to deal with. Vampires are not fun to deal with.
McGrew, I highly recommend this randomizer as it offers all of the trolley fun that is vanilla Final Fantasy in a crazy, wacky way. You know, I always get confused when people start making these video game references, and I have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh, we're on the mermaid floor. Let's see what these ladies have in store, what they're hiding from us, besides their love. Joey, what do you do if you have someone blocking, like a mermaid blocking you as soon as you walk in? Do you just let them sit there? Do you talk to them? Hopefully they move out of your way?
I'm bodying them. I'm like, get out the way.
Who? Get out the way, mermaid, get out the way.
Czar, can we get a command for the Discord so we can get Dark Edge and McGrew an opportunity to jump in and talk with us and get some more information on the randomizer?
And the mermaids are not hiding the crown.
All right.
We're down to earth, ice, or ordeals.
I thought you were going to go ultimate troll and go earth, wind, and fire.
Joey, this is you running it. We're at the hour and 13-minute mark. You just cleared in Tristal's case. You just cleared Sea Shrine, and you are GreenCleric. You're just about to finish Mirage and Floating. Where do you go next?
Of the three options, see, this is gamble time. If you go to Ordeals or the Ice Cave and you find nothing, you're almost definitely behind. If you go to the Earth Cave, you still have to clear the Earth Cave, The only difference is if you don't find the crown there and say Tristal goes to where the crown is, then you're almost behind. So it's like which direction do you want to go in a slower, kind of way?
So you're facing the number 1 seed. Where do you go?
I would go to the Ice Cave. If I'm GreenCleric, I'm going to kill this Tiamat, and we're going to make a decision. I'm going to go to the Ice Cave. It's a fairly quick check with the Warp spell. You only have to do half of the dungeon instead of the whole thing, which is nice, but yeah, I think this is a good time to gamble here. As we see, Tristal is going to opt to go to the Earth Cave. Future Sight, seeding for the tournament was completely random. The only person who received the seed was TristalMTG because at the time of the bracket reveal, he was the number 1 seed and we had an odd number of players, so he received a first round bye.
And McGrew, just to let you know, they are my inside sources when it comes to the randomizer development is telling me that they are working on a web version of it to make it a little bit easier. I myself run a Mac, so what I have to do is I have a virtual console preloaded, have to open up that virtual console, make it, put it into a OneDrive, blah, 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 blah. But yes, makes for a fun time, and I highly encourage, if you're able to run it in a non-Windows environment, definitely do it, but do keep your eye out for the web version of it. It is possibly not the easiest thing, but what it does make for is it's definitely worth it as someone who has to go through those hoops to make it. Once the web version comes around, it's going to be very fun. No, actually, what you're able to do with a virtual, there are ways of making sure that you don't have to spend the 200 on Windows.
Tristal finding no dice here so far in the Earth Cave. No dice on the second floor. Going to traverse into the third floor. The worst floor in the game, because all the chests are spread out. They're all single chests in one room. It's terrible. As we have a tail find by Tristal. So it'd be interesting to see. Tristal does have the Dragon Mail, does have the Aegis Shield, so it's. I expect him to class change.
I would definitely expect a class change as well. That way he can possibly get any of these spells. I believe he's had one or two that has been locked out. Hey, McGrew, just check. I sent you something to let you know how it is.
And the GreenCleric making his trudge across the Bridge of Destiny. We're going to see. Yeah, he has the Pro Ring. The Pro Ring, the Aegis, and the Dragoon offers you 6 elemental protections, which is almost a ribbon. So this is getting. I can't believe they've completed all of this content in under an hour and 20. We have almost both runners with 3 orbs completed. Tristal is working on his 4th now. It doesn't offer time, and I think it's what is the other one? 3, 4. The Pro Rings offer Death and Earth, right? Or no? So maybe it's 5.
Sorry, what was that?
The Pro Ring offers protections to Death element and the Earth element, or is the ribbon the only one that does Earth?
That I'm not sure of. I do know that we have some. Whoa! Crown in the Earth Cave.
The vampire protecting that precious treasure, and Tristal, hold your phone. Get your rods out in chat. Let's crack that 3.5-inch floppy. So, would you like to explain Go Mode to these runners?
You always do this to me, my friend. I'm more than happy to explain Go Mode. That means when the runner is in Go Mode, they've acquired all of the required items to allow them to not only defeat and access each one of the each fiend's dungeon or castle or cave, whatever we're going to call them at this point. They can immediately now go kill each one of those fiends, jump into the Temple of Fiends Revisited, go back 2,000 years, and go see our friend Chaos.
Chaos? Don't you mean Garland?
Revisited.
So GreenCleric making the correct routing choice, coming to the Earth Cave. We know this is going to benefit him. So the only quest item we will not find tonight is the Adamant. That is correct, Drumboardist. We do not know. We don't know these things. We haven't. So in the Temple of Fiends Revisited, we haven't seen anything. We have literally seen none of the encounters in Temple of Fiends Revisited.
We have nothing seen. We have seen nothing anyplace else. But we're going to get our first peek into there with Tristal. Coming up very, very shortly.
Yep. Tristal has his the crystals, going to go to Matoya and trade it for some municipal products to give to the prince who wants to get high, and the Chancellor will kill him. Tristal has his pharmaceutical. Gonna head to the prince. I don't understand why everybody wants to get rid of that herb. I don't know. And the prince. The prince gives you and then he dies. And Tristal going south. Where are we going? Tristal is going to class change. This has to be the flight path.
Can you blame him for class changing? I mean, it's going to help him out with the armor that he has.
Oh, no. He definitely should. It's going to open, spell-wise, it's not going to help, but just the armor for the fighter is going to be super beneficial.
We got GreenCleric about to find out shortly that the ruby chest is now holding the crown. And he's blocked by a jerk bat. We have Tristal going in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you may notice that Tristal did not do what we affectionately call the RNG manipulation, because that has been taken away in this round 2 flags.
He gets Mage Fighter.
Never fun.
They don't do anything. Gas Dragons, unrunnable encounter. We'll see what fun they... What is this?
Hopefully they don't have poison, which is not going to be a fun time if they did. And yes, no stakes. We have not seen any Tyros killed. So we all going hungry tonight, fam.
Ah, boy, this is just not good.
And we have another unrunnable encounter with the gas dragons. And it definitely looks like GreenCleric is trying to get the other jerk bird out of the way so he can check to receive a little bit more gold. And these 3 jerk birds currently just blocking his path of going down to visit our friend, the vampire. And the bat goes left when he needed him to go right and still blocking his path. No, we're not hoping for any more bat blocks in the Earth Cave. And Tristal did have that reset back there. Not a fun time.
Wait, what? I just stepped away for a minute. What happened?
Tristal apparently had a reset. I was watching the bats that were blocking GreenCleric, and Tristal is back in Temple of Fiends Revisited for the second time.
I saw him do the gas. Did the gas dragons end up having something terrible?
No, we got past the gas dragons. Phantom smacked them.
Ah, okay. Thank you for that update, Max plus 5.
And GreenCleric finding out that he won't have to go back to check the mermaid. Bust out your rods and hit that 3 1/4 flappy.
Now we're getting quadruple X-rated.
Alright, let's see what the Phantom has. Hopefully they can down him with ease. Squint ineffective. Bust out your ukuleles. Let's move this big old piece of rock. Another unrunnable encounter up there on Tristal's side. So this is keeping everything interesting. With these unrunnables, it is looking like Tristal a couple minutes ahead. But again, anything can happen in Temple of Fiends Revisited. We never know. Kraken or Tiamat can be a great equalizer, as well as if Chaos has Cure 4, he can cast it at any time potentially, because no longer it will be guaranteed the 4th spell in his order for cast. getting to fight 4 Earth Elementals at the same time, which is never fun. Yep, the bat decided to play nicely with Cleric.
That looks like a sword, not a rod, sir.
The ukulele?
No, in chat, NL7 pulled out a sword. And the Medusas have glare. Ooh.
Let's see if Lich will cast Nuke like he typically does. We won't even be able to find out.
Well, Tristal has the good RNG on his side. It's going to traverse the fire floor and get snorting the goblins.
And we see the Gentleman Joey sprite being the black belt running around.
Where's their black belt?
The master.
That's the crappy General Leo.
I've always wished that General Leo was a playable character in that game.
I know. He was so cool. Tristal got a whopping 1 encounter on the fire floor. Let's see if the water floor is also as nice. GreenCleric giving up his pharmaceuticals.
Seafloor not being too kind to Tristal at this point.
No, this is his 3rd encounter, but no unrunnables yet, which is the eye cabinet. Yeah. I didn't even get that sentence out, and he got the water fight.
Luckily, he has Ice 3 that's going to be able to take him down. And I don't quite understand why Ice 3 is better than Nuke or Lightning when it comes to water. But hey, I didn't write the game.
Well, I'd like to know the answer to that question too. I always thought that water was weak to lightning, but apparently we were wrong all this time.
I understand the freezing of water, but then it hurts really bad if you throw an ice cube at someone hard enough.
Future Sight, GreenCleric has life too, and he gets no, other than the added armor, he gets no benefit from the fighter because they don't, in this version of the game, they don't start learning charges until they, they class change. So, like in vanilla, after level, you learn your first charge at 15, and then you get it 17, 19, 21, 23. But in this game, if you class change late, you don't have any spell charges. And we have a dead red mage, red wizard, I'm sorry.
If Tiamat Revisited or if Chaos gives Tristal any more issues, we're going to have these runners be neck and neck. It's going to be very interesting.
Yep,
and we do have GreenCleric going through, playing the loot to get to go back 2,000 years, and it's looking like he rolled some high evade.
Absorb.
Absorb.
No, we're just kidding. 14 hits for 829.
5 hits for 41. That's the interesting thing with the massive move. But it does look like the black belt is just punching right through it.
Yeah, when you have a level 40 black belt, things aren't too difficult. And Tristal gets just the god tier run through this dungeon. And here's General Leo. the real MVP sprite of this game. Frosties with Scorch.
Getting both the Power Gauntlet and Fast Off. Chaos casting Lightning 2, or Lit 2. Definitely being able to be hittable. We got about 1,400 plus damage on him.
Yikes.
We feel like he's gonna have quick work made of him.
Chaos offering, no challenge.
And GG Tristal finishes with an SRL time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 36 seconds.
6. GG to Tristal.
And hopefully we can get him in here, because that looks like that may be a heavy PB.
For Tristal?
I see the Final Fantasy Randomizer. I see it minus 1911.
I believe Tristal holds the fastest time for any race in Final Fantasy Randomizer history at around 1 hour and 13 minutes.
Then it might be for this round's flags. I just see on his timing. I believe yes. Oh, he runs on averages. Okay, so that's what it is. It's his average. He beat his average by 19 minutes. Thank you for pointing that out, Zardia.
So as we watch GreenCleric, you guys take a moment, please follow our runners. TristalMTG, one of the OGs of the community, very, very talented runner, great entertainer, plays Dragon Warrior Randomizer as well, always a top competitor when we race. GreenCleric, new to the community, but as you guys have seen, he's put on a great show. He cannot. The level of the skill difference between these two players is GreenCleric he's very, very new to the community and has put on a great race. Go and show him some love as well.
And definitely don't forget to follow Randomizer Mania. Definitely big shout out to Randomizer Mania for allowing us to cast and use your stream. Also, give Shy Alicia a follow. Definitely bust his tail when it comes to helping us with running the tracker. As I keep cutting you off. Sorry, Joey. It looks like we have Tristal in our chat. Tristal,
hey.
Good evening. Thank you so much.
Good evening to you as well.
Good job. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. There were some difficulties for sure, and I definitely made some pretty annoying mistakes, or at least they annoyed me and that I made them. I had a bit of a headache today, so I'll blame it on that, but yeah. Not getting Oxyale before going into Waterfall was really bad. It actually caused me to change my whole route, so I don't think it really would have ended up mattering too much given that Crown was in Earth, but...
No, definitely. It looked like Earth was the last place that both you and GreenCleric were checking, but you definitely did make the right move. GreenCleric, with your earlier runs, tell us more what was going through your head.
Yeah, so by the time I had gone through Waterfall and realized I didn't have Oxyale, I didn't want to just go all the way, get Oxyale, and then come back. I felt like since I was already in the location around Mirage Tower already, and I had slabs, so I could just go do air early and it wasn't a huge deal. I could go do all of that. And plus, Air's got a ton of chests, so it's thoroughly possible it's there. The problem is, of course, searching all of Floating Castle is quite an ordeal, unfortunately. So that didn't quite work out, but with early Mesmune, early Ribbons, most of it didn't really matter in the end, I think.
Nice. And we had a question in chat. What was your first thought after getting Floater so early?
I definitely laughed, but early Floater is nice, but that usually just leads to Crown Quest 2017, which this was. So it's not always smiles. Sometimes going through Ice Cave or ordeals to find Floater can be an experience too.
At any point, did you start to worry about not seeing any nasty stuff on any of the monsters? Like we saw.
I'm always worried about Death Touch. Stone Touch a little less so, obviously, but Death Touch on my Red Mage would cause some problems for sure. The one that always gets you when you go solo Black Belt is Carry, and I've seen Carry have Death Touch twice. So I was very happy when because it took me 2 rounds to kill her. I was a little surprised at that, and I was like, oh man. And then she got the attack on the second round. I'm like, oh no, don't have Death Touch. Please don't have Death Touch. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, we saw, so GreenCleric had the unfortunate finding, the Wiz Ogres, he found out they had Thunder first, and he hadn't found any Ribbons yet, and that actually caused him to wipe. And then he walked back in and found out that the Iguanas had Stone Touch. And
that's fun.
He wiped twice. The next 2 times he went in, he wiped again. So that was kind of where you picked up your lead, but for the most part, it was a super close race. He was right on your heels the whole time, and he followed your routing to a T. The only difference was he did do Sea Shrine first.
Okay, yeah. I honestly, that was the smart way to do it. So it sounds like I got lucky. So, hooray!
Well, actually, he did not go and visit the mermaids. So.
Oh, he just skipped that entirely?
Yes, I don't know if it was by plan we're going to ask him when he jumps in, or if it was just heat of the moment.
Yeah, once you're done with Kraken, I like going to Sea Shrine if you're still on the Crown hunts, or I guess even if you're still on the Slab hunt too, which is possible. It's right there. It's not. You don't have to slog through the river and the forest to get back to Onrak if you fail to find it everywhere else. And there's just a bunch of chests up in Mermaid Village, so.
No, definitely. And say that the Crown was not trolling you in Earth Cave. You had 2 spots left. You had Ordeals and Ice. What was your next move?
For sure, because I have Warp. Ice Cave is way faster.
No, definitely. And I see you beat your average time by 19 minutes, was that?
Yeah. It was fine. For a Crown hunt, that's actually a really good time. I'm pretty happy with that, I guess. But plus the Fantoon, quote-unquote, wipe, which was pretty funny. Kicking my Red Wizard in the face for 399 damage or whatever it was. And I thought about just keeping going, but Cure 4 was kind of the bulk of my... Kraken 2 got really mad and, bopped my Master in the face. That would be a problem, so I figured it wasn't going to be a huge time loss just to reset and get back to Fantoon. I don't think it really was, maybe 2-3 minutes.
No, it happened relatively quickly, and that reset did not hurt you too much.
We honestly thought you were going to go learn life too at Melmont after you class changed.
With Life 1 and Cure 4, I don't think it matters. My Knight's not going to get spell charges because I too late, so it doesn't really matter. So, I could have, but I don't think it really was going to make a difference.
And for Chad, you can see you have GreenCleric going in, fighting Chaos. Chaos hitting him with Fire 3. He's already used Fast and the Power Gauntlet, and just kind of try to go a little bit and hit face with Chaos.
After you
Go ahead.
After you found the 2 ribbons in the volcano, how much safer did that make you feel?
I mean, I really just needed the 1 ribbon. As long as I have 1 ribbon, I'm pretty happy before the Agama grind. Not that it even mattered for the Agama grind, because that couldn't have gone any easier. Agamas rolled, medium to low hit points, and they had a totally useless ability, so...
And we have GreenCleric finishing up with an SRL time of 1 hour and 45 minutes on the dot.
Well, GG to GreenCleric, well done.
Yes, definitely, especially for a trollish seed where the crown was hiding. Hopefully, we'll be able to get him to come in and join us for a post-race interview. So, chat, do you have any other questions? Come on, fire some up for us. Take advantage of what we have, the man, the myth, the legend, Tristal here. So, Tristal, for those in chat who are following you today or just recently coming across your stream, tell them what they can expect to see out of you when they watch your stream.
So I don't really speedrun real games, so to speak. I pretty much only play randomizers or things like Hearthstone or things like that. But for the most part, it's just Final Fantasy randomizer, Dragon Warrior randomizer, the occasional Zelda randomizer, once in a while some Quiplash stuff or some Jackbox games or whatever. But yeah, I mean, if you like Final Fantasy randomizer, Dragon Warrior randomizer, definitely give all the racers a follow, not just me, because there's quite a bit of it going on.
What opponent, we have Zardy asking you, what opponent are you most concerned about facing as you advance through the stages?
Yeah, let me bring up the bracket here. Anybody's a threat who puts in the work. I don't want to single out anybody specifically and say that nobody else is a threat or anything like that. Anybody who puts in the work is a threat for sure. And there's a lot of people in the first round who figured that out the hard way. I think a lot of matches went a different way than most people predicted, and anything can really happen. I mean, who knows? That could have been GreenCleric going into Earth first, finding Crown, and being in Go mode super early. They would have finished at sub 130 probably. So, all right. To actually answer your question and not just be diplomatic about it, as far as my half of the bracket goes. People have been putting in work. Ice Blue put in a lot of work before the tournament. I don't know how much they've been racing lately, but obviously looking ahead, they're around ahead of me. Drumborders beat Zarnax, so anything is possible there. I thought Zarnax was going to go pretty deep in this tournament because he always seems to be on the bleeding edge of the technology here. And maybe he hasn't quite refined his double thief strategy here, which a lot of people will make fun of, but honestly is not the worst logic. They've worked out the math. That's what they feel like is the right strategy, so nothing wrong with that.
We have GreenCleric joining us here. GreenCleric, good race, very close race today. Green stepped away. So as we were before Green comes back for chat, we were talking about the experience level difference between Tristal and GreenCleric. On Speedruns Live, Tristal has 54 races recorded for the Final Fantasy randomizer, and before the tournament started, GreenCleric has 2. So this was an astronomically close race, and I know GreenCleric has been putting the work in offline, and it definitely shows.
Definitely shows what happens when you do put in the grinding as we do. As you see, typically the ones who are grinding, running on a day-to-day basis are the ones who are having a lot more success as we go along.
Except for you and me.
Yes. But that's also because I like to talk to the mermaids and the bats.
We're much better at this game on this side of the table.
Shooters shoot, announcers announce.
On this side of the table.
So, GreenCleric, do we have you yet? Is your mic? Shooters shoot, announcers announce. Looks like we may have some technical issues with GreenCleric at this moment, so we'll continue talking. You said that you stream Hearthstone. As a fellow Hearthstone player, Tristal, how do you even deal with J Druids? I just stepped away from the game at this point.
It's super easy for me because I don't play often enough to go really high on the ladder. So when you're camping around between ranks 15 and 20, you're just facing a bunch of random garbage decks, so you can just beat it with whatever. It's really fun. You should try it. Instead of getting all stressed out about, oh man, am I going to make legend this month? No, just don't even worry about it. I don't even finish my daily quests most of the time.
Yeah, never legend, typically up about rank 8. But yeah, once you hit past rank 15, it's druid.
Yeah, I mean that's going to change pretty quickly, right? Have they implemented the innervate nerf yet and all that stuff?
Yeah, that'll be happening soon.
Yeah, once that happens, start playing Priest. You might be surprised. Priest is going to get pretty good.
Oh no, that's typically what I've been playing with. But so chat, what other questions you have as we have our runners here and as we're waiting for GreenCleric to join us? And if you want us to know any shout outs, Tristal, just let us know. Do thank anyone, tell us to follow, whatever you want to do, man.
One thing I'm looking to do in future races is figure out some better team names. I just went with my usual, just label them whatever their job is, but I'll try to come up with some more mimetic stuff.
Yeah, on the
I just went with
level
my
of
usual
team names,
label them
we've
whatever
seen
their job
Epic,
is.
and yours was an extremely lackluster effort. We were quite disappointed, to be honest.
I apologize. I've gotten some compliments on it before that they thought it was nice and easy to follow, so I went with that. But whatever the chat wants.
Don't worry. If you ever need some help, I can come up with some pretty trollish names for you.
I debated going with Tyro isn't a meme, but I respect Edgeworth too much for that.
So yeah, you're Team Tyro. Do you not like the Tyro steak? Salt, pepper, grill it up a little bit on both sides, medium rare.
If they were unrunnable, sure, but I mean, the only places you're going to find Tyros are on the overworld, so just reset around them or run. Sorry, some questions in chat. Drumboardist and Kaiten asking about some forced parties. What I do? I would never do 4 mages unless I absolutely had to. Black belt for life, basically. Like if I'm allowed to run a black belt, I'm probably running a black belt, unless like it's 3 forced party members and it's triple thief or something. Like, I mean, even then, I'll think about it.
So no matter what.
Start if my red mage cannot learn the good spells. I have done that before with, I think like Fade was in the harm slot in Kineria once. White mage is like a close approximation for red mage for me. I haven't actually decided if I like red mage better or white mage better. Certainly if Kineria has something in the harm spot or the ruse spot, I think that could cause me to switch over, sure.
So obviously you're hoping for a not all thief party for the finals.
Yeah. Well, I hashtag blessed if I manage to get there. I mean, I'll worry about that, after the finals. Then I'll start complaining to people if that's something I'm forced to do. I mean, 4 thieves is fine. Like, I'll do it for the people if they need me to. I mean, 4 white mages is actually pretty interesting too. I think 4 black mages might actually be the toughest one. Thieves could at least become ninjas and maybe sometimes they'll learn saber anyway, and it's not the worst. It would at least be kind of interesting. Honestly, 4 black belts would be really tough too. Just healing would be a huge pain in the ass.
No, definitely, especially where they start off squishy, and by the time that they hit those upper levels, they become a lot more difficult.
Yeah, so I'm going to look ahead at Because I imagine it's just basically we get one extra forced party member per round or something like that. Is it close to that anyway?
You get two. You get one forced in this round, and then I believe round 3 and 4 you have 2. Semis is 3, and finals is 4.
Fun. Yeah, that could certainly determine a race if there's just like a really awkward party that one or the other racer isn't used to. Even like, although I know, even with 3 forced party classes, it's not too tough to fill in the missing piece. But obviously, the 4 forced party classes could be pretty weird. And those are, the finals flags are going to be kind of crazy too. Let me just load up what those are going to be. I imagine. I mean, all the rounds just keep getting tougher and tougher for the most part, especially in terms of experience and things like that. So yeah, enemy stats 350%. Gross. No early canoe, no early ordeals. Good lord.
Yeah, that means you're going to play brutal vanilla trollathon.
Incentivized ordeals, but no early ordeals. That'll be some interesting stuff. Drumboard SS, if you have Thief, White Mage, Black Mage, who's your 4th? No, it's Black Belt. It's not close. Welcome to be on Team Fighter. It's not close.
So yeah, what were you thinking when you saw the fighter forced?
Actually, that's like one of the worst things for me because I don't really love a fighter, and GreenCleric might. The one I was really hoping for was Black Mage, I guess, because I pretty much want a Black Mage on all my parties if I can. I think they're really underrated. A lot of people don't like Black Mages at all, but for the they pretty much always learn Fast and Warp, which are amazing, and I like them a lot. They're definitely squishy, but I think in the end they're kind of worth it. But I was honestly a little relieved too because I've done a bunch of round 2 flags practice races, and previous to this one, 4 out of the 5 races I did were Forced Thief. And I was just like, really? And it's a bit of a struggle to have a Forced Thief. It's really the one that kind of makes you twist your party around a bit more than any other fighter. It's just like, okay, you have a tank and now you got to fill in the rest. It's not too tough. You go with usual Nintendo Power Party, or I'll flip the White Mage in that for a Red Mage usually. I like having the early nukes on the Red Mage. That helps lead into the solo Black Belt grind. Whereas a White Mage is kind of useless early on unless she gets fades. So.
I never knew what the fade spell did until I played the randomizer.
It's not usually very useful because you're level 25 or something by the time you get level 8 spell charges. So. But it's certainly pretty helpful early on. Is there?
Well, GreenCleric is having technical difficulties. I don't know if he is coming in.
It looks like he said in SRL chat he's going to maybe try and restart Discord. Hopefully we'll be able to. In the meantime, I'm happy to answer more questions if chat has anything. Or if you guys have anything.
What is the airspeed velocity of a swallow?
Laden or unladen?
African or European?
There you go.
Oh! And we just booted Joey from the chat.
Sounds good.
But no, definitely want to say thank you again to our runners. Definitely give them a follow. Do give Randomizer Mania a follow, as well as join us on our Discord. We're always happy to help. You do see a very active Discord there as well.
Zardia would like to know, what is the Final Fantasy equivalent of the Red Dragon?
Probably Waters. That's kind of the obvious choice as far as a non-boss pesky enemy. Waters are annoying. Ghosts can be annoying, although I've sort of changed my routing to do that, to make that manageable. I used to just go balls to the wall, just solo black belt inside Sea Shrine, which had some mixed results. So now I'm more in favor of reviving the other party members so they can help pick up the slack there. Although I'm still trying to puzzle out through if I want 2 people alive or 4 people alive or what. I'm not really sure which is faster yet.
DH Storm, I'm not asking him that question. Distance equals rate over time. There you go. There's your answer.
Pay no attention to DH Akahana.
All right. Well, with that, good game, Tristal. Do you have your second rescheduled yet?
Well, no, we do not. Probably early next week, hopefully. Tomorrow I've got my next Dragon Warrior randomizer tournament race, so I don't want to overload tomorrow and have one Final Fantasy, one Dragon Warrior. I think my head might explode. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And if I'm lucky, I'll move on to the next round. That would be good.
It's 2.5 hours. And Silverfire answered it.
Sure. I mean, I said,
definitely.
Don't even bother paying attention to Tornell. I mean, he just trolls the chat all the time. So.
It's fine. We like the trolls here. Joey and I are half troll.
The real question for Zebu here is there a lever on the track that lets you change which track the train or trolley is going to be on?
All right, so it looks like we may not be getting GreenCleric. I think it's about time to sign off. Say thank you very much.
All right, well, thank you guys for running the commentary, and I'm gonna destroy their name if I try to pronounce it. So thank you for the person who did the tracking. I'll just go with that. And of course for all the restreaming and everything. And GG to GreenCleric if they ever do manage to come in the channel, or even if they don't. GG.
Definitely, it's Shy Lisa. Shy Lisa is the head of the Tyro crew.
I think
Shy
loves Tyros more than Edge does.
I just want to find a woman who loves me as much as Shy Lisa loves Tyros. Is that too much to ask?
I think you're stepping into crazy territory there.
I think that is every man's dream, Joker. Yeah, if you watch the restream of this, Tristal, there was some great epic commentary blunders. It was fantastic.
I have no doubt, and I always do rewatch just to make sure I can look at my own pathing and see if there's any improvements to make. So yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind. I won't mute it or anything. I'll make sure your commentary gets well appreciated.
Well, Tristal,
go.
I was going to say, well, Tristal, we appreciate that. We look forward to casting more. Look forward to announcing more of your matches.
Yeah, sounds great. I hope I have a lot of them.
This will be our last time on the mic together for a while, sir.
Yes, chat, goodbye. You will be without my antics for a little bit. I will be in Shy Lisa's area for the next about week and a half. Cheers, salute, have fun. I'll be in Germany. I'll be trying to keep track of stuff, maybe possibly checking in from time here or there. But enjoy it, Joey. Until next time, do keep a seat warm for me.
Yeah, there was one question in chat. Somebody asked when the next match is. I don't have the answer to that because there's no more scheduled matches on our schedule, so I don't know.
I'm aiming for early next week for my next race against GreenCleric, but we'll see what they have to say.
And yes, Ardia, team steak. Kill the Tyros. We need to eat. And Zardia is letting us know that the rest of the unscheduled matches are in the process of being set up. So again, thank you so much. We look forward to doing this again. And remember, stay merry.
Good night, everybody. Have a good time.